She's trying to hide from the camera. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? I'm sorry that I kind of look like garbage. I just woke up. Well, I didn't just wake up. Well, I've been up for a little while. You can probably already tell. So how you guys doing? Welcome back to The Horrible Show. My name is Trez. We are at Casa de Lazy Eye and Deaf Dog. This is Kiki over here. She's still sleepy. We just woke up. So what's going on? What's going on in your life? We're here at the couch. If you're new to The Horrible Show, we talk about movies, we talk about releases, and we talk about life. Nice to meet you. If we've never met officially. I don't know. Today I got a lot of stuff. You guys are gonna have to let me know how you like the videos. Do you like long videos, or would you like me to break them into parts? Because that's a big thing too. Because this one might be a little long, because I got some really good used stuff, and I got some really good stuff from the Goodwill. I have a Severin. I got a couple Severin releases because Severin had a sale, and so did Arrow Video. And there were good prices at Walmart and Second and Charles. This past month and a half has been pretty awesome for prices, I will say. So yeah, just let me know if the videos get too long. Let me know, because I'll break it up into part 1, part 2. So if I decide to do that, this will be part 1 of my June and July pickups. So yeah. First of all, I want to thank all my new subscribers. I'm almost at 250, and it means the world. If you want to join The Horrible Show, go ahead and subscribe. I think it's going to be either right there or right there. It's going to be, yeah, pointing at the guns. And if you'd like to stick around on the channel, I got playlists and stuff like that kind of everywhere. So keep an eye out for that. So let's dive into it. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to start off with some DVDs. And DVDs are pretty decisive. How do you guys feel about DVDs now? We live in a world with 4K, 8K, 12K, 24K, 24 karat gold magic. My Goodwill locally is amazing, because this isn't normal for all Goodwill, but their Blu-rays and DVDs, they rarely have Blu-rays, but their DVDs are $1. Manager special all the time. I've never been there when it wasn't $1, and I've been going there for years. So yeah, anytime I see like I don't want to say fast food horror, but that's kind of what I mean. All right, so let's start off with, what do I mean by fast food horror? I know that's a very stupid. Here, start off with the DVDs. I consider the When a Stranger Called remakes, I consider this kind of fast food horror. Not the greatest movie, but you can put this on. I think this movie is actually quite enjoyable. I watched this for the first time on demand probably about 10 years ago. I'm telling my age right now, and I had an okay time with it. I still haven't seen the original When a Stranger Calls. So I got this for $1, and I thought, I'm not going to buy the Blu-ray of that. You know what I'm saying? Because these are either going to be Goodwill, Second and Charles. Yeah, Goodwill, Second and Charles. All right, so Warner Brothers 4-pack of Hammer Dracula films. So you have Horror Dracula, Taste the Blood of Dracula, Dracula Has Risen from the Grave, and then Dracula AD 1972. So this is actually a DVD. I know it's in a Blu-ray case, but the thing with this is that it came, they're double-sided DVDs, and it came in one of those, the big flipper DVD cases, and it looked like that Joker was going to scratch these movies. So I had an extra. This case is broken, but I think they're going to be a little bit more safe, so I kind of just like cropped the artwork on that. So and I got that for a really good price at Second and Charles. History of Violence, David Cronenberg, notoriously known for the last mass-produced VHS, I think in the United States, might be different overseas. But yeah, History of Violence. I've never seen this. This was actually at the Goodwill. I love the Blockbuster, the $3.99 Blockbuster stuff. So I picked up that because I did not have that. Exorcism of Emily Rose. I did not have this. I picked this up at $1 for the at the. I really enjoyed this movie. What is this? I didn't even open this. Exorcism of the Real Exorcist. Got this weird ass bonus disc. Yeah, I thought that was a really cool movie. So I'm I'm glad to have that. This is one of my favorite revenge thrillers, very throwback, grindhousey. James Wan, I love Death Sentence. I thought Kevin Bacon kicked major ass. This is a blockbuster release too, which is pretty cool. So we got that. I was trying to hold out for the Straw Dogs Criterion, but dude, this was like $3 at Second and Charles. This is the unrated version. So yeah, sometimes I have to make the choice. Do I want to spend $25 for the Criterion on Amazon, wait for the sale, be like $20, plus I got my Barnes and Noble card, or do I want to get the DVD for $3, which is still, being that I've never seen it before, that's a blind buy too. So all right, so Second and Charles, I have the original Pulse. So this is not a Korean, this is J horror. So before The Grudge, before Dark Water, there was Pulse. Yeah, J horror. Oh, Arrow has a great release of this, so I did want to watch this, and then if I really enjoy it, I'm going to pick up the Arrow. So we have a Puppet Master 9-movie collection. I believe there is more than that. There's probably 10 or 11, but I could not pass up this Echo Bridge release for $5. You get all 9 movies. I didn't have any of them in my collection. And my thing is, like, with my collection, I want to get to a point where I can have any kind of horror fan come over. Me and Keeks are chilling. If they want to come over, they'll be like, hey, let's watch this. And be like, all right, I have it. I don't care what it is, DVD. You know, I did collect VHS for a long time, but not so much anymore. I don't have very many of those left. But yeah, so that's my end game. I just want to have like the like anything you want to watch, let's pop it in. You know, I don't care what kind of format it's in. Ty West, Innkeepers. I hear a lot of different things about this movie. I don't know much Ty West. I know House of the Devil, but really all I know about Ty West is that he was in You're Next, and he died. He was the first one to die, I believe, in You're Next. Spoiler alert. Sorry about that. But yeah, so this one was really cheap too. Picked this up. Blair Witch. So this is Adam Wingard. I like Adam Wingard. I like his movies. I think his shorts in the VHS series are good. Adam Wingard, yeah, You're Next. Speaking of You're Next, I loved it. So I watched this movie illegally for the first time, and I thought it was just okay. So I found a DVD copy for cheap, so I wanted to pick that up. I never see this out in the wild. When I was younger, I had the Sleepaway Camp box set, the DVD Anchor Bay release, and I sold it because I was super broke. So anytime I see, I have the first 3 on Blu-ray right now, but if I see that box set again, I'm still gonna buy it because it has I hear it's notoriously bad Sleepaway Camp 4, but anything that's got Sleepaway Camp in the title, I'm gonna pick this up. And I've never seen this. I hear mixed things. You know, I'm still gonna watch it. So I picked that up. That was definitely not $9.99. I think I picked that up for like $2. All right, we got A Tale of Two Sisters, and I love this Tartan Asian Extreme line. I've had a couple of their releases, which now have sold. I had Carved, the Slit Mouth Woman, when I was growing up, which is probably there's not a lot of movies that I've seen that people haven't. That'll probably be one of them. That's a pretty it's a pretty cool movie. I think it has pretty cool atmosphere in it. So check out Carved, Slit Mouth Woman. # side note. But A Tale of Two Sisters, I still haven't seen this. Almost popped it in the other day. But I have a big batch of 80s slashers that I'm trying to get through. I'm trying to get my 80s slasher knowledge up. So I watched a lot of that. I think I watched The Mutilator instead. But yeah, Tale of Two Sisters, that is actually Korean horror. So I'm really looking forward to that. A cheap DVD copy of The Monster Squad. This is special edition. It's got a lot of nice features on it. Yeah, did not have this. The Blu-ray, there's an Olive Films Blu-ray that's getting a little pricey now. This Blu-ray, I think, is out of print. Clive Barker's Lord of Illusions. This is out of print from Scream Factory. I know I almost picked this up a couple of months ago, being that it was like, hey, last call on the Scream Factory website, but I didn't. I think I picked up Jeepers Creepers instead, because that was going out of print from them. But anytime I can get a DVD that says unrated director's cut, like, I'm like, that was the same thing with the Straw Dogs, because that was the unrated cut of that too. So I'm like, man, if I can just get an unrated copy of the DVD, I think I'm good, you know, for the most part, especially if the other ones are out of print and stuff like that. So I'm really excited when I see really nice DVD copies of things, until I can upgrade later. And you guys, let me know, how do you feel about DVD copies? How do you feel about media going this way? Have you upgraded to 4K? Are you Blu-ray, or are you strictly DVD? I know there's a lot of collectors out there that are strictly DVD. Side note, not to get too carried away, but if you like what you're watching, thinking about subscribing, thinking about leaving a comment, or thinking about liking, just go ahead. Join the horrible show. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. Choose life. In my last video, I was talking about my Shameless pickups, right? My Shameless films. So I told you that I was sent Cannibal Ferox instead of Cannibal Holocaust. And literally after I sent the email, like 2 days later, they sent me the copy of Cannibal Holocaust. And I don't know how I feel about it. So one, I got, if I really look at it, I got most of those Shameless movies on sale, right? Got them on sale, plus, if you want to say Cannibal Holocaust was free or Cannibal Ferox was free, either way, I got a free movie out of it. But the thing I am a little hesitant about is that this Cannibal Holocaust I'm not edited is a tough way to put it, but it is cut a little bit. Me doing some digging on the internet, I want to say that the 100% uncut movie of Cannibal Holocaust is 96 minutes, and the Shameless release is 93 minutes. Is 3 minutes a big deal? No, but it's okay for the most part, because I have never seen this movie. I bought it wanting to watch it. I don't know if those 3 minutes are going to change my opinion about the movie. I know there is real animal cruelty in this film. That's probably what is cut out of it. How do you guys feel about that? I could get the Groundhouse releasing version of this, but it's like $30 for a Blu-ray, and I got this for free. Do you think this will tide me over? Leave your comments below. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the Blu-rays, but these are Second and Charles Walmart pickups. Okay. So the first thing I saw at Second and Charles, there was a collector's edition of Mad Max that was really cheap. This was like $5. Scream Factory. The first time I had watched the original Mad Max all the way through, and I really dug it. And they also had the Road Warrior. Really liked this movie. The only one I had watched before was Fury Road, and I really liked it. But I thought Mel Gibson was fantastic. I thought this movie was cool. So ain't nothing like some culty, grindhousey chase movies, you know. All right, so at Walmart, they had the Fly Scream Factory special edition box set that's got the complete collection of Fly movies. It has the original 3, and then the remake sequel. So this was going for a lot of money online. I got this for $40. Anytime you go to Walmart, it seems like if they have a Scream Factory box set that is like 5 movies, something like that, around that range, they're gonna sell it for about $40. So I got this for about 40 bucks. The same thing with The Omen. So I got that from Walmart. The rest of these are Second and Charles. The Raid Redemption. Heard this was an amazing action movie. I actually hear the sequel is even better. But I'm all about that life. So I picked up this. I watched a lot of Jackie Chan movies. I watched Police Story and Police Story 2 a couple days ago. So I'm ready to get into the Raid, because that's how I like to alternate it. You know, I'll watch a bunch of slashers, throwing in Jackie Chan. You know, Gotta keep it light, gotta keep it up, you know? Hostel and Hostel 2. Why not? Double feature. I believe I had the first Hostel on DVD, but I did not own the second part. This was like $5 at Second and Charles. You know, a lot of keep it gory, keep it light. Castle Freak. Stuart Gordon. What's his name? Jeffrey Combs. Jeffrey Combs. 90s. Full Moon. Goodness. Little did I know that Vestron is going to come out with the Shivers Blu-ray probably in a couple months. I can't remember when the release date is, but it's before the end of the year. I had Rabid, I had The Dead Zone, and now I have Shivers. But this thing was $10 for 3 movies. 3 great David Cronenberg movies. So I was all about this life when I picked this up. I don't know why they have his name in Resident Evil font, because that's the Resident Evil movie font. You know, that makes me feel a little weird. And the thing I like about this now is that my copy of The Dead Zone can go into a giveaway, because I think The Dead Zone is actually fairly hard to find on Blu-ray, if I'm not mistaken. Not like super hard, but The Lift. No idea about this movie. Blind buy, but it was $5 at Second and Charles. I trust Blue Underground. This was a DVD combo too. I looked on IMDb and said it was pretty good. Let me know if you've seen it. Is it good? Blue Underground, I trust them. The Lift, 1984. I'm cool with that. The Resurrected. So we have Christina Random from Child's Play and Fright Night, and directed by Dan O'Bannon. So this was $5.50. I don't know if this is out of print, might not be, but this is a Scream Factory release. It's a new 2K scan, and it's got a bunch of special features on it. So I've never seen this. I believe this is 90s, 91. Yeah, so I picked it up. You see that? What does that say? $3.29. $3.25. Maniac. Like, I didn't own this movie, but for $3.25, I was like, are they really selling the Blue Underground? I know they have coming to 4K, and I know it is. It has the 3-disc with the soundtrack as well, with the lenticular cover, but I didn't own it. I can't beat it for $3.25. So I was like, totally picking that up. And I like these umbrella releases. This is Razorback. This is a notorious Australian horror movie that I have never seen, but a lot of the time when I'm watching, let's say Australian YouTubers, a lot of time you'll hear about Wolf Creek, and then you'll hear about Razorback. So my Second and Charles, if you saw like an edit right there, I was saying some stupid stuff. I'm glad I cut it out. My Second Charles never has boutique labels. I saw some Arrow videos there, but I had already owned them, but they wanted like $20 each. I was like, no. Alright, let's talk about Severin. Let's talk about my Severin pickups. We're almost there. More than halfway. If you guys have not watched the original Video Nasty documentary, Video Nasty Volume 1, and then Video Nasty Definitive Guide Part 2, Draconian Days, what are you doing with your life? It is so crazy that people actually went to jail for horror movies. I think these documentaries must be seen. You could get arrested for bootlegging movies. You could get arrested for making copies of VHS. I think it's so important on freedom of speech and freedom of creating art, that I really think that you should watch these. Not to mention the hours of special features and trailers that come with these movies. So, my phone died, and I got up for 2 seconds, and old jerkface stole my seat. All the Colors of Giallo. So this is a feature-length documentary by Federico Cadio. So I'm cool with that. So it's got trailers, a documentary, a CD. I'm all about that life. Haven't watched this yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. Severin. Undead Nightmare 24 has a amazing Severin video. It came out right before the sale, and he really recommended this, next to kin, and that's why I picked it up. I trust him. You guys should check out his videos, should check out his channel. It's got great, it says Next of Kin is a Suspiria down under and Australia's most criminally underseen genre film. Cool with that. A lot of, I got 2 random Australian pickups, which is pretty cool. Night Killer. What can I say about Night Killer that hasn't been said already on the internet? Really looking forward to watching this. Goofy, strange, bizarre. I'm hoping for Troll 2 levels of enjoyment on this movie, and I think I'm gonna get there. Really looking forward to that. I like having a good laugh, man. Wax Mask. I was getting tongue-tied saying this earlier. Yeah. Co-written by Dario Argento, Lucio Fulci. He was slated to direct this movie right before filming began. I believe Lucio Fulci passed away. So it was directed by Sergio Stiviletti. I know I always saw this at the video store when I was growing up, so to finally get a copy of this, I'm pretty intrigued, pretty interested in it. All right, last but not least, those are my Severin pickups. Last but not least, I have my Arrow Video sale pickups. So let's start off with the Vengeance Trilogy box set. I think this thing was like half price. It was at a really good price, which is Sympathy. There's a symphony. Chelsea. Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Old Boy, and Lady Vengeance. So this is a really nice box set. If you guys want to see more pictures of this thing, or more pictures of my collection in general, check out my Instagram. I post a lot of pictures on there. But yeah, I kept on hearing great things about this, and everybody kept on telling me to pick up this trilogy. So, and then I like the box set game. You know, I'm trying to rock out all the box sets. I still have to get the Solid Metal Nightmares box set. I think that's my next Arrow pickup whenever they have a sale or anything like that. The Fury. Lauren from Lauren's Collections picked this up as well. I want to see what she thinks of it. I have not watched it yet. I love Brian De Palma. This is like, every time I hear about this movie, they're like, yeah, he really liked doing Carrie, got a lot of success from that, and I'm sure the studio was like, hey, trying to make a Carrie Part 2, but not necessarily. So that's what The Fury is, from what I hear. I'm all about that life. Music by John Williams, Brian De Palma, Telekinesis, Heathers, Christian Slater, Winona Ryder. Never seen this. I was gonna pick this up maybe about a month or 2 ago just to give it a first watch, but then I saw that Arrow was having a sale. You know, I was like, oh, they got a special edition. It's got some great features on it. New 4K restoration. All about that life. And it was so misleading. For the longest time, I did not know that this was like, I know it's not necessarily a horror film, but cover. I thought it was gonna, like, at the video store, I thought it was more like your 16 Candles. I did not know that it was a satire of that. So, really looking forward to that. Really looking forward. More De Palma. I think by the time it's said and done, I think I'm gonna have almost every movie that De Palma directed. So, Raising Kane, John Lithgow. I love this cover way more than I like the original cover. It's just John Lithgow's face, Farquaad's face, man. But Climax. Hear great things about this. I've never seen a movie from Gaspar Noé. Really looking forward to this. I heard it was a crazy, wild ride. Somebody spikes the punch bowl relatively in this movie, and then it just all goes haywire from there. I I want to say I have watched a movie by him, but yeah, it's got the Sophia Bouletta. God, I'm killing names today. I'm sorry, but she was in The Mummy. I watched The Mummy. Not as bad as everybody said. It's fast food action. That's what I feel. Fast food action movie, you know. Frankenhooker. Frank Hanenlotter. A movie by him. I can't pronounce it, but I've seen Basket Case. I've seen what else? Brain Damage. So I thought I'd pick up some of his other movies. This one was cheap. I hear it's a wild ride. I hear it's pretty funny. I don't know if it's gory or not. American release, the Synapse release is a little pricey, so that's why I got this one. Frankenhooker. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Elvira's, she, even when I was growing up, she was still a pretty huge cult icon. I know if you're younger, if you're early 20s or younger, you might not know much about Elvira, but yeah, she was you would go on TV and she would be, especially around Halloween time, she'd be everywhere. They rarely ever showed this movie on cable, I remember, because I feel like I would have watched it before. But there was a lot of, she always had a show or something promoting horror movies or talking about horror movies. If there was ever like, if you ever had like a countdown that had anything to do with horror movies, she was always on it, saying her 2 cents. But maybe she might have been a little bit more before my time, technically. But yeah, Cassandra Peterson, she's gorgeous. She is a gorgeous woman, and super nice. And even a lot of time they'll have her on the countdowns, and she won't be playing Elvira. It'll just be her, Cassandra Peterson, and it's super funny, underrated. Elvira and Cassandra Peterson as a person, underrated. How about that? Koala Bus? Koala Bus. Koala Bus. Colin Farrell. Saw this from a Lawrence Collection videos a little while back. Quite a while back. And they say that this is a Saw meets Suspiria, which is right up my alley. Saw this in the Lawrence Collection video, and I was really tempted to just pick it up. She makes great videos. Check out her channel. Yeah, so that's why I picked this up. For being a late 90s movie that I haven't seen, pretty excited about that. And last but not least, we have come to the end, guys and gals. Thank you for trucking along with me in this video. There's a lot of movies here, a lot of me rambling. I thank you. Let's end on some Bava. A Bay of Blood. I believe this was a re-release from Arrow, because this is one of their first releases. You could get this when Arrow still did the white box, the white label, when they had the window box editions. So I've never seen this one. I'm glad that I wish they would re-release the Mario Bava box set. I keep on saying I think it's Undead Nightmare. I think his videos too. I think he has the Bava box set too. And every time I see his videos and he's talking about it, I get jealous, man. And I grew up knowing this movie as Twitch of the Death Nerve because I heard it in a documentary that was on the Jason X DVD. I know that is very, very strange, but that's the first time I had ever heard of Mario Bava. Anytime that you were talking about Friday the 13th, because this has a shot where a couple gets stabbed with a spear, and they use that in Friday the 13th Part 2. So that's was my introduction to Mario Bava. That was way before I saw Demons, which is Lamberto Bava, the son of Mario Bava, way before I saw anything Giallo-esque. So yeah, I owe a lot of things to the Friday the 13th franchise, I guess, because they kind of pick and choose very, very different things from different kind of horror series. So what a great entry point to other movies. Friday the 13th, underrated. Second thing that's underrated, Friday the 13th. Hey, how you doing? Where you been? We missed you. 2009, It's been way too long since we've had a Friday the 13th movie out, but who knows what's going on with the rights to those movies. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Thanks for making it. I'll give you a little shot of Keeks before we leave. If you like this content, if you like horror, if you like releases, if you like me rambling, subscribe to The Horrible Show. Join us at The Horrible Show, and we'll take over the world. Or we'll take over a block. We'll do something. We'll make cookies or something. We'll do something nice. With the deaf dog, you just kind of gotta love on them really easy. Yeah, because if they get scared about everything, so you gotta love on them easy. All right, so if you like this, I got other videos. There's probably gonna be one right there, one right there. My stupid face is gonna be probably somewhere here or somewhere right there. Check out the other videos. I got Arrow Video Collection from earlier this year. I got Scream Factory Collection. We talk about Amazon. We talk about Tubi. Talk about a whole bunch of other stuff. There's my face, or there's my face. Is it right there? Face. All right. Have a great day. Tell people you love them. Give people hugs. Just be safe. Bye.